India and Pakistan share a border. They also share a history filled with tension. Since their partition in 1947, the two nations have fought multiple wars. The Kashmir region remains a major point of contention. Both countries claim it as their own. This makes any flare-up incredibly dangerous. The 2025 conflict is another chapter in this long story. It is a reminder of the deep-seated mistrust between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. The world watched with bated breath as events unfolded. The fear of a wider conflict was palpable. The immediate trigger for the 2025 conflict was a militant attack. This attack took place in Indian-administered Kashmir in April 2025. 26 Indian soldiers were killed. India blamed Pakistan-based militants for the attack. Pakistan denied any involvement. India's response was swift and strong. On May 7, 2025, India launched airstrikes. These strikes targeted what India called terrorist infrastructure inside Pakistan. This marked a significant escalation in tensions. The world held its breath, waiting to see how Pakistan would respond. Pakistan did respond. Both countries exchanged missile and drone strikes. Military installations were targeted. Sadly, there were civilian casualties on both sides. The conflict, though brief, was incredibly dangerous. The use of military force escalated the situation rapidly. The specter of a wider war loomed large. This conflict had the potential to spiral out of control. International pressure mounted for a ceasefire. The world could not afford a full-blown war between these two nuclear powers. The United States, under then-President Donald Trump, stepped in. Trump, along with key officials, engaged in intensive diplomacy. Their goal was to broker a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. The economic ties between the US and both countries were a motivating factor. On May 10, 2025, a ceasefire was announced. It was a fragile peace, but it held. Pakistan welcomed the US role in mediating the ceasefire. India, however, remained silent on the US involvement. Section 5, India's perspective, a pause, not peace. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation. He made it clear that India saw the ceasefire as a pause, not an end to the conflict. Modi issued a stern warning to Pakistan. He stated that any future terrorist attacks would be met with even stronger retaliation. Modi set conditions for future talks with Pakistan. These included an end to support for terrorism. He also demanded a focus on the Kashmir issue. This signaled India's firm stance. The message was clear: India would not tolerate terrorism. Section 6. Pakistan's perspective, relief, and uncertainty. Pakistan expressed relief at the ceasefire. The country had been under immense pressure. The economic and political costs of the conflict were mounting. However, the ceasefire brought with it a sense of uncertainty. Pakistan's military, while welcoming the ceasefire, made veiled references to its nuclear capabilities. This was a reminder of the high stakes involved. The ceasefire was just the first step. The path ahead remained unclear. Section 7. The economic aftermath. The conflict had taken a toll on both economies. However, the ceasefire brought some relief. Pakistan's financial markets saw a positive response. International bonds rallied, and the stock market showed signs of recovery. The International Monetary Fund, or IMF, also approved a crucial loan for Pakistan. India, too, experienced a positive impact on its stock market after the ceasefire. The conflict had disrupted trade and caused economic uncertainty. The ceasefire offered a chance for both countries to rebuild and recover. Section 8. A region on edge. The 2025 India-Pakistan conflict, though brief, highlighted the volatility of the region. The ceasefire brought a much-needed respite. However, the underlying tensions remain. The risk of future conflicts cannot be ignored. The international community has a crucial role to play. Dialogue, diplomacy, and confidence-building measures are essential. A lasting solution to the Kashmir issue is critical for lasting peace in the region. Section 9. Seeking truth in the fog of war. Conflicts often lead to a flood of information. It's easy to get caught up in the narratives being spun. It's crucial to be critical consumers of information. We must verify claims from all sides. We must rely on credible sources. The 2025 India-Pakistan conflict is a stark reminder of this. In the age of information warfare, Truth is often the first casualty. It is our responsibility to seek it out. Only then can we hope to understand the true cost of conflict.